Guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about this car. This is a Honda Element, and this is probably the only cult car that's an SUV. And there are other cars that are cult-like, but usually you find them in cars, and especially sports cars. They have like that very small niche, like a Nissan 240SX. But the Honda Element has been climbing up and up in price, and it's starting to be kind of like a collector's car. Not quite collector just yet, but it's become definitely a cult car. People that own Elements absolutely love them. This particular one, it's called Galapagos Green, and they do make some very quirky colors, and I think that's the appeal too, that Honda didn't spare the interesting colors on this. The resale of these has been climbing up, and that's one of the problems. There is sought after Honda Elements, like they have a khaki sort of color that's very popular. They also have the SC version. The SC version is kind of like a sports two-wheel drive with a 5-speed, and it's got carpet inside instead of the rubber. And they do have a 5-speed transmission sometimes. It's kind of rare finding a 5-speed in a two-wheel drive. And it's even rarer to find a 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive Honda Element with 5-speed. That's kind of like a unicorn. And if you can combine it with like some khaki color, or perhaps like a Galapagos green, or there's another green that's a bright green, that makes it ultra rare. The most popular Honda Element is the silver Honda Element that was sold in 2003 and 4. That's super popular, and you see them all the time still, because the problem with the Hondas is that they do last for a very long time, more than any maker that I've found, with the exception of Toyota. Toyotas are just insanely reliable, but this particular Honda Element, the prices for them, there's very few now that seem to have less than 200,000. This one's got 118,000 miles, because these do hold their value. A Honda Element with 100,000 miles in perfect condition might be worth $10,000. And I have seen low mileage Honda Elements go for close to $15,000, $16,000, and that's the high end. But when you consider that this car was, I believe, $18,000, $20,000 brand new, you can see that they're holding their value reasonably well. The average, though, on a Honda Element might be $4,000 to $6,000 with 150,000 miles. When you consider that you can get a Honda CR-V for around $2,000, you can see why you're paying a premium for the Honda Element. But the Honda Element is much more usable than a Honda CR-V or Pilot, and it looks so much better, I think, even though it looks like a box. But there is that appeal of having this car, and it's kind of rugged and cute at the same time, and I think that's why people like it. And there's all sorts of people, there's no issues at all selling one of these. And if you have one that's low mileage, try to keep it that way, because I do feel it's going to become some sort of weird cult collector's car pretty soon. I really like this one. Driving it feels really good. It's you don't get it for the speed, you don't get it for anything other than utility. For me, I like the idea that it's a camper, and especially in times like this, that you can kind of just have a bug out vehicle. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.